Being a woman of achievement means to me someone who is a person of the people. In my role as an elected official, it matters a lot to be present, to be generous, to be gracious, and be proximate to the issues that are occurring in my community. That means acting with integrity and making the decisions that matter to the most people with the best results. It means someone who has worked really hard in their respective fields and has put forth the utmost effort to be a great representation of women, not only who look like me, but abroad and across the spectrum. A woman in my life who has instilled in me the qualities of investing in the community and in others would be my mother, of course. My mom, Valerie Brown, is someone who has spent all of her life giving to others and being in service to her community. She cares very deeply about every single person she encounters, sometimes to a fault, and that's something that I had to learn as well, that, while you can be present for others and pour into others, if you don't have anything, if your cup is not full, there's nothing that you can give to anyone else. And so she taught me not only to pour into others, but to pour into myself. I would also say I have a mentor who has become a sister to me, Shamil Dobbs, who literally is the reason I became a social worker. She spent her years in community building and pouring into young people and pouring into me. And without her and my mom, I wouldn't be where I am today. Values that I try to instill into those that I come in contact with, number one, is to just live with generosity for others. Many of us struggle day to day, and especially with the way the world is right now, we all are under a lot of stress. We all are concerned about what the future holds. And so practicing generosity and grace is so important because you just don't know what someone else is going through. And so being kind is very important because everybody can use a little kindness. I also try to tell people, to don't take things personally. In the work that I do, I get all the glory and all the scrutiny. And so if I were to internalize everything that someone said about me negatively, and even sometimes the positive, that could skew the way that I choose to do my work. And so again, don't take anything personal. Some of the best advice I've received in life, that is a hard question because I've gotten some really great advice. But I would say to slow down. I started my career in politics at a very young age in my early 20s, and then have been successful there out into becoming, the youngest mayor elected in Ypsilanti, as well as the first elected Black woman mayor. And that means that I've been going. And so folks have told me and taught me that it's important to take time for myself, to slow down, to rest, and actually enjoy the fruits of my labor. But that doesn't mean to be lazy, or doesn't mean you don't keep going. It just means that you take the time to care for yourself so that you can continue on with the work. My greatest accomplishment so far, I would say most people would think it would be being elected as mayor of Ypsilanti, which is a wonderful and amazing and humbling accomplishment. But I think personally my greatest accomplishment has been my ability to provide resources to our community in general. I started my career doing youth outreach work out of Ozone House in Ypsilanti, and since then I have continued to try to pour into our community. And so in Ypsi, we have brought on over 350 units of new housing, and that was not because I was the mayor. That's just because of the work I was doing as a council person, as a community member, realizing that housing is a human right, and also that we needed more housing stock in Ypsilanti. And so that is a really great accomplishment, particularly because in Ypsi, we have not had new housing, like new build housing, in over 50 years. And so that is huge. But I would also say, of course, I would be remiss to not say, being elected as mayor was the most humbling experience of my life. And I don't take any day for granted in the work that I am able to do for Ypsilanti. What I would like people to know most about me is that what you see is what you get. Whether I'm at the council table or I'm with my family, I'm hanging out with friends, I'm with my sorority sisters, I try to be my purest and truest self in all spaces, mainly because I want people to know that no matter what, you can do this work. You don't have to come from some political background or political dynasty to run for office, to represent people, to be in spaces and community with who we think are the movers and shakers. You just bring yourself to the table and you can shake the table. And so I think that is the thing I want people to know, is that there is no perfect person for the work. As long as you are authentic, you're true, and you move with integrity, you will be successful. And so I want young women to see themselves in me when they see me doing work and out in the community. I am Nicole Brown, and I'm a woman of achievement.